Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Toll. Welcome to my screencast on my assumptions and financial projections for my product, the Clothing Sauna. Initially, we're looking for a cash investment of $75,000. We feel like this will be an adequate number in order to get the business started and enough capital to put all the necessary factors into the business in order to make it successful. Moving down, we have our units sold broken down by the month, and we also have the wholesale units sold. We do intend to target small boutique retail outlets where this product would cater to the audience of that retail store. This is not including large retail outlets that we intend to target in the future, as well as hotels. But for right now, we just projected out small boutique stores that we hope to have carry our product within their stores. So as you can see, we don't start selling the product until month 4, and then we slowly either stay the same or increase. These numbers are on the very conservative side, but we wanted to really have it shown on the conservative side, and then hopefully have it be substantially higher than what it actually is. So moving down to month year 2, month 13, we slightly go down from month 12, but then start to pick right back up and increase at a significantly higher amount than year 1. This reason is also due to the fact that within month 8, we intend on bringing a sales/marketing employee on. We think that that will be the best way to invest our money to make sure that sales are reaching the numbers that they need to reach. And that will be the reason for the increase at this point. So year 2, you can see that we significantly increase both the units sold through our website as well as wholesale units. That gradually goes up. The month 9 through 12 is highlighted in green due to the fact that we're projecting a higher increase due to the holiday season. Definitely a time where more people are purchasing for gifts given the holiday season. Moving down to product pricing, we have the product price at $300. Wholesale price will be $175. This is at a higher price point, but we feel like this is the best price that we can get given the profit margin of the materials that have to go into the product. Again, we will test pricing with the consumers to get their feedback, as well as try to get the material costs down as much as possible. So it won't be as high of a cost for the consumer. But as you can see, the cost remains constant for year 1 and 2. Moving down to the direct costs, we have our materials. The materials are all listed here with the price. As I mentioned before, we hope to get the material costs down. The large garment bag and steaming unit device are 2 of the materials that we do believe we can get it down. The steaming unit device will need to be manufactured from an outside source, and then we will assemble everything from that point on. But we do think that we can get that pricing down. But right now we have the total price per unit produced is $81. Moving down to the labor, having 1 assembly employee, estimating that it will take roughly a half an hour to produce 1 unit, and paying them $10 an hour. That brings it down to $5 per unit produced. The assembly process really isn't all that intensive. It's taking the materials and assembling them the way they're needed to be, and then in an appealing fashion have the packaging done correctly. We think that this can be done in a reasonably time efficient manner. But it's very important because that's the way the consumer first sees the product, and it needs to be perfect. Moving down to the number of units manufactured, broken down by months, we start out at 25 units per month, and then start to slowly increase. Um, starting, we're just keeping the numbers slightly lower, and given the projected conservative sales numbers, we feel that this is an adequate number to start with. And as you can see, going into year two, given our sales, especially with the increase in retail, we have these numbers significantly increasing. Moving down to the inventory, our post-sales ending inventory, we always try to keep a significant buffer in case we do get that anticipated increase in sales. We always want to be prepared and be able to make that sale because that's obviously the driving factor of our success. As you can see, the post-sales inventory is slightly lower come the holiday season due to the increase, but we're prepared and we think that's an adequate number to buffer that anticipated increase in sales. Year two, where the number of units being sold is increased, the buffer isn't quite as high as year one, but we still think that it's sufficient and will be enough in case we get that increase in sales. And we will have enough space within our warehouse to store this inventory. So moving down to fixed costs, we have our rent. As you can see, up until month 4, this is all zero. This is due to the fact that I feel I can manufacture the amount of units that are projected to be manufactured within the spare bedroom of my home, as well as the storage unit I have on my property. So we're trying to save as much money as possible, and we feel that this is an adequate way to do that. Moving on to month 5, that's when we think that we should move into a warehouse office facility. Located a warehouse office building for $1,000 a month for roughly 1,200 square feet. We feel that this will be an adequate amount to assemble and store all of the products being manufactured and also ship them out of this location. You have utilities, internet, and phone slightly at the higher end estimated, but I just wanted to project these at a higher amount, hoping that these numbers will be lower and there'll be that much more money going into the business. I have everything broken down into the totals by month and then by total at the end of the year. Moving down to salaries, have my salary starting out at $30,000. I didn't want to take a substantial salary due to the fact that I want to put as much money back into the business. I did need to pay myself something to stay afloat, but I feel that I'll be able to put as much money back into the business as possible. I also intend on bringing in a sales marketing employee come month 8, as I previously stated, starting them out at $35,000 a year plus commission. We do right now it's set up at 2% of every unit sold. We really wanted to emphasize the incentive of the more sales, the more it benefits that salesperson. Moving down to the marketing, we plan on having a 1/6 of a page classified ad within a Hearst magazine title. This is roughly $1,600. We plan on doing this once a month within various Hearst magazine titles. Hearst magazine titles include such titles as Esquire, Oprah, Good Housekeeping, and numerous amounts more. But we hope to get a good variety and kind of test out what plays best to the marketplace that we intend to reach. We've budgeted out $400 a month for trade shows. We intend on attending at least one every month, and just budgeted that out for travel and everything else that would be needed. Online, we plan on having search engine optimization, pay-per-click. We also hope to introduce YouTube advertisements because the product is such a visual product that we feel that it will help sell the product that much more. We budgeted out $200 for just promotional items that we feel that we can use throughout our everyday lives that will help promote the business. Just little things, promotional materials, um, to get the name out. Have the totals broken down by month and year end. Moving down to year two, everything stays the same. We calculated out that um, that the 1,200 square feet of that warehouse will be sufficient space moving into year two, and plan on staying in the same facility. Salaries slightly changed. Come year two, I intend on increasing my salary due to the amount of work going in and given the amount of success that we've generated off of just year one. I also plan on giving a slight raise to the sales marketing employee. It's slight just because they started in month 8 and this increases in month 13. But again, I want to have a motivated, a good, energetic salesperson on my team. So I just want to try to keep them happy in order to keep success up. Moving down to marketing, they stay similar. We slightly increase, well, not slightly, but for the trade shows, we've doubled that due to the fact that we brought in another salesperson. We feel that we can attend more trade shows as well as more of a variety. Um, the online stays the same, and the promotions has increased by 200. And then moving to month 20, we've increased the print. We've doubled that amount just moving into the holiday season. We felt that it would be beneficial to increase that. We also intend in month 21, excuse me, to have TV advertisements. Again, this increase in marketing is reflected in our sales increasing as well. Moving down to our initial costs, office equipment, we have $1,000 just for small items, desks, tables, anything we'll need for within the office. The manufacturing we've estimated out to be 4,000 just for tables and um, all the other manufacturing materials we'll need to actually assemble the product. And then we've factored in patent lawyer fees of $15,000. I still plan on meeting with a patent attorney, but this is what we've estimated out for right now. It breaks down the total initial cost to 20,000. Here we have the depreciation of 5,000. That's for the office equipment and manufacturing equipment. Um, and that's the amount broken down here, depreciating. We have the tax rate for next net taxable income at 30% and an interest earned on cash balances at 3%. This will be reflected later on within the other tabs of my Excel sheet, and please click on the second link to access the rest of my screencast. Thanks.